they are going the final game, game number 3 of the finals. I'm gonna record that. We're gonna record that beautiful game, and it's gonna end up on YouTube with the fantastic commentary. So welcome to Poland, Katowice. Sunny day. The sun is shining. Remmah versus Ryan for the fantastic Articuno GX. That's the grand prize of the day. Of course, the shiny one. Take another sip. In the second, I priced all 3 stadiums. Yeah, that's true. Ryan priced all 3 Galarian mines. And, you know, Remmah playing that Nessa, that was the key there. That was the key to the win to the last game. That they're both 1-1, and game number 3 is on its way. Was wondering, where were they, right? Oof, a Dreadnought start and a Zacian start. Let me tell you, that is an interesting start right there for both players. Of course, we know that if Ryan's his V card, he's gonna go for Swablu to get the Altaria. To later lock his opponent and slowly use that to his advantage. And let me tell you, Tom, I was like, if you watch, like, you know, what it was, like Hearthstone, my goodness, they overhyped every single play. But I like it. I just like overhyping. I don't like, you know, this, like, this is this, like this, no. You gotta overhype stuff. Get me excited. I want to get excited about, you know, quick ball being played. Kind of like if you would watch, you know, 2 years, actually not 2 years ago, yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, wow, yeah, like 2020 was, there was no play. 2 years ago, when they were World Championships, and you saw, you know, still, who's gonna get Welder turn 1? And they were like digging for a Welder, and, you know, like, oh, he has the Welder! He has it, and that was turn 1, right? So, which is great. Like, personally, I'm cheering more for Remmah because, again, control is there, but I only see control hand in front of me. I don't see anything from Remmah, but look at that. Beautiful money, gorgeous money, but it's going to be a good money for Ryan. Let's see, let's take a look, and oh my, I'm out, time out. Marnie into that, and Marnie into that, and Marnie into something like that. That is there is supposed to be a paragraph in the law that is gonna, you know, say like, hey mate, if you're gonna get 2 Amas, Crying Out, and a Wondrous Labyrinth, you're disqualified. That is insane, Marnie. Especially, you know, knowing that at this point Ryan knows the amount of energy that Remmah has, and he knows what to do. But he waits. He's like, okay, he put the twin energy on his Frostmoth. I can wait. I have a bit of time. There's no threat in there. You could do a commentary, then put them on YouTube. I don't know if my... You never gave me a permission, but that's what exactly we were doing, actually, if you want to watch like my IRL games from our local game store, League Challenges, Cups. They are on YouTube with my fantastic commentary right there. And if you like this style of commentary, a bit more excited but also super fast, let me know. If I should slow down, also let me know. Because it's hard to be a color commentator and play-by-play when you're on your own, but I'm trying my best. So we got another twin energy, and that is probably the twin energy play that Ryan was waiting with the brr, actually. Because there was no reason to play it, you know, on Frost mode. Like, literally... No, like, I'm honestly asking about it. So the reason why he didn't play it on... This is the final game of the tournament right now. The reason why he didn't play it on Frostmoth, because Frostmoth with twin energy is not a threat. It can be there, he's just going to be able to retreat. Twin energy on the Dreadnought, on the other hand, that's definitely a problem, right? Those are 2 energies that, well, you don't want to go for, and you can see that clearly. That twin energy was played, and Ryan is targeting the Dreadnought. There you go. As I said, that was a threat. That was a pathway, and, you know, a road to the knockouts. And well, until that road is closed. That road is shut, and you should not walk that road. But hey, as the fans of Manchester say, you never walk alone, but so maybe there is going to be another energy in Remmah's hand there, because as we know, all the cards come in pairs, especially in PCGO currently, as you saw with the Crashing MS for Ryan. But we're back, right? We went back, right, again with really good hand, and only 31 cards in his deck, 32 for Remmah. And well, Remmah has to find a switch, has to find a way to get that Dreadnought out, but of course Ryan has the answers. He has all the keys to the locks of Remmah's door. But maybe, let's just think about that for a second. There is a play for Remmah, and I think there is. There are a couple of plays, but right? I'm glad that you're digging it. I'm honestly glad that you're digging it, because like if you're going play by play, but also you kind of get. The weird thing is that when I speak like that, I get excited myself over small plays, and that is going to be for the energy. Yes, so again, not targeting that twin energy. There's no need at all, and Remmah right now, really tough spot. I don't know what I would do. Personally, I would cry and I would concede, but Remmah is not that player. Remmah is here for the win. Remmah beat a lot of players, like even won the last game right there. So he is well-known Australian player, and you can't take that from him. But there we go, Ryan going for that Munchlax, looking at everyone. It's like, why you play ADP? And you go like, well, because I can. And you go like, I'm a control, I'm gonna show you, even though I'm a little bit small and maybe not as great as you think, but I'm gonna show you that, you ADP. Coming back to, of course, the play, Lieutenant Sergeant strategy. The typical draw for the control decks with Persian. So what Ryan wants to do is, of course, control the hand size of Remmah's hand. Like that doesn't make sense, but we found a switch with the Frostmouth. So that's actually a pretty cool play. So he can retreat it, and the Marnie to follow up. That's actually pretty good sequencing from Remmah. A great follow-up play. He figured out that, hey, Ryan can have a boss, Ryan can have this and that, because he's playing control. He probably has all the answers. I need that Marnie, I need that extra disruption. And let me tell you, he did quite a good job right there, because he can retreat, he can start attacking right now with his Dreadnought. He can go for the first stack, but only for 60, so he can't, use the secondary attack for 140, but he can deal 60 damage right there. So Vice Bite, that is 60, I believe, or yeah, 90. There's a plus 30 for something. I don't remember what it is, but hey, going back, Munchlax. You play Munchlax, free retreat cost. Everything that has a free retreat cost is great. Going for Persian. Well, not a lot to control on Remmah's hand, but slowly getting to boss is definitely going to be helpful. Or finding something like Lily's Pokédoll to retreat with Munchlax to it. But I think we might actually see a bit of play right there onto capture energy for Starly. So we're going to see the same sequencing, right? Munchlax for the Starly. I thought for a Cragnole for a second, but then I realized he needs a water type energy, and water type energy was nowhere to be seen. But no, we got an Interpret Soul for 2 Lily's Pokédolls, so that is quite an intriguing play. Ryan has a lot of options right now. Munchlax is going to get knocked out, but there is that Lily's Pokédoll. He can get to that and again stop Remmah right there on his tracks. But Crobat, a Frostmouth on the bench, Dreadnought also on the bench. Remmah knows he really has to get there and preserve his energy. There can't be a wrong attachment, can't be a bad attachment or attachment that is not going to be overthought. Everything has to be overthought, kind of like Tom is doing many multiple times. Every attachment counts right there, especially in the matchup where you're fighting control and everything is getting, not your way, and you're getting discarded left and right. Water type energy, but no attachment for the turn right now. Of course, going to see beautiful draws. I don't always want to say what Ryan has in his hand, because maybe Remmah is listening. I don't know, but overall, it's looking quite good so far for both players, actually. Of course, 4 prize cards left for Remmah, but we know how it is, right? We know how this is going. I believe, was that a Marnie play? No, it was not. I thought for a second it's going to be a Marnie play, but no, we got a second, slowly set up for the second Dreadnought. Ooh, and a Dreadnought V, that is interesting, that even though there is an Altaria on board, Remmah decides to go for the Dreadnought V. I like that play, I like the bold play, especially that he knows he still has some Nessas right there in his deck. There are ways of playing that. Am I right, boys? Am I right, guys? I think I'm right, I think I'm correct on that. At least I hope so. And well, if I'm not, yeah, that's the usual thing. But I like being excited, you know. The thing is, you know, when you're excited and you're commenting that way, I think, especially if someone digs for the energy that they needed, like, you scream like crazy, because you're so much into that. So who do you cheer, guys? Who do you cheer? Who's cheering for Ryan? Who's cheering for Remmah? Again, look at that. 3 prize cards only. Can he beat Control? Krigonal is in place. Galar Mine is in place. No items, no switch. That is something really hard to dig yourself from. But hey, we know Remmah might have an interesting idea somewhere, but who knows, maybe attachments of the energy, but is he gonna risk that? Who knows? Maybe there are turbo patches. Even though I played his deck and I should know what's inside, I kind of forgot. Let's take a look. We are not in a professional studio booth. I don't have a deck list for both of the players. I can only assume based on my own limited knowledge. And I think the game just said a no-no. Oh, the game is back. The game didn't say no-no anymore. No, the game kind of says the no-no. There were some interferences from the outside. Some outside sources were trying to interfere with our footage. They were trying to interfere with the PTCGO, but no. PTCGO is great in terms of fighting the hackers. So we are back. Again, no interference from the outside, which is great. Thank you so much, PTCGO. That is the dumbest thing I've ever said. Probably. Yes, it is. Let's go Cindy and Caitlyn. Not going to bring back any supporters. Interesting play. I thought he's going to go try to bring back supporter, you know, draw 3 cards. But if like Ryan right now thinks, okay, if Remmah is going to stall, I only have 14 cards left. This might not be the best thing that I'm gonna do. Of course, yes, 2 energy attachments, game over, but there's still 1 more Amber, and he can bring Ammers. He has ways. There is in his deck, I believe, 1 more Munchlax that can bring it back. But now, is this a race? That's the question. Is this a race towards who's gonna deck out? Like, if I'm Remmah right now, I'm like, cool, I have 22 cards. Do what you want, you can't really do anything to me. I have all the things I have. And Ryan at the same time has a way to actually get to kind of an infinite loop. But look at that! Remmah! What a play from Remmah. There was a Bird Keeper, beautiful answer by Ryan, but interesting that he played with Persian. So of course Persian has a 3 retreat cost right now with Galar in mind, but he's going to make him pay. Of course that play was because, oh, Nessa is going to get discarded 100%. There goes Nessa. Yes, it is. Bucket, everything that revolves around helping Rams. There's going to be a lot of discard because it's going to be until he has only 4 cards in his hand, and that was a play of the day, I would say. A play of the day for Ryan. Great play, especially with what he found there in Remmah's hand. And Ryan's like, you know what, mate, you know what, Kaba, I'm just gonna go for it, full force. And we see this strong hand attachment right there on the Dreadnought V. But hey, there goes back Rubber. But can Ryan find a switch? Can Ryan find a switch to actually get to the Krigonal again? No, there was no switch, so now Remmah can play the Danny. There is a Crobat in his hand. If he finds a switch, he gets the energy, he can start attacking with the Dreadnought. Maybe is that going to be something that Remmah is going to do? Wow. This is an exciting game, to be honest, because you can see like how both players... There is a switch! Oh, Tell me there's an energy as well, but there is a DNA. No, he's just going for it. He's just going with the Jala, 130. I thought he's going to go with Dreadnought V, but then again, Ryan would just go and play Altaria. A great showcase for both players. I mean, this is a great game. Like, they both have to work around a lot of things. It is really a game of... truly a game of Pokemon TCG. A beautiful game that... well, it's really long, to be quite honest. It's a 15-minute game, so it's game number 3, so roughly they are playing already for 40 minutes. If we would be at the League Challenge or a League Cup, they would have around 8 more minutes, because like 42, they start at 11, yes, it's around 42 minutes long, and you usually have 15-minute time limit, so then we would normally go to termination, and that is what a lot of control players do fear, that termination, right? Because you have those really long games, and not always you're gonna get a chance to play game number 2 when you are actually a control player. But here, let's take a look. We've got Altaria. Is there going to be a sacrificing? Is this a sacrifice of Altaria? I think it might be a TCE. No, I thought TCE to retreat. No coin flips. Is this close to the end? This feels like the end. This feels like Remmah might have it. Can Remmah just put the finishing blow? Can he capitalize on the situation that he is at? Or Ryan has one more thing in his pocket. Maybe Ryan has this one more thing in his pocket. I do believe Ryan might have this one more thing there. He might have this one more last annoying thing. I don't believe also Remmah has this boss order. Maybe there is, who knows, but Ryan is not giving up. Checking his deck, what I have, what are my options. Just like, what can I possibly do to defeat Remmah at this point? I've done it all, there's heads. But is that heads enough? There's a boss order. Probably going to go for a Frost move, because that's going to be hard to retreat with Cragnole active to lock Remmah down. And now we start. 15 cards left in Remmah's deck. If Remmah has a boss order, that is it. I don't think Remmah has. I think Remmah already played all of them, which are 2, probably. And, well, where's this going to go? Can Remmah do it? No! I saw only one! I saw only one boss order. Remmah is digging for a boss's order. Is there a boss's order? Then it was pure dig. One boss order, and it is. And it is. And it is. Wow, what a game. What a game. Right, I'm not looking that. I'm not watching any more of your game. I'm gonna go, what a game that was. Let me launch PTCGO again. What a game that was. Right, what a game that was. An amazing game. My goodness. How in the world. Like, amazing performance, both players. What a game. I'm happy that I've recorded it. That was an amazing game. You can guys rewatch it later with my fantastic commentary, but wow, great performance from both players. I think everyone here is gonna agree. What a game that was. And also one thing that we've learned today, if you see the weirdest combination of cards possible in terms of Pokemon that can attack, you don't have to look at the top left corner. There's already Prisma Godfather name right there. So Ryan's giving away his code again. Thank you so much, Ryan, for giving me that, giving me opportunity to broadcast that game again. Don't forget, guys, to leave a follow, go there to Ryan. Again, this is going to be on YouTube, so twitch.tv/RyansResolve. That is, of course, there's also going to be a link down there below in the description for Ryan for that game. He streams before me, and he is an amazing, as you saw. And yeah, wow. So I'm logging into PTCGO right now to give the reward to the winner. And yeah, for those who's watching this on YouTube, take care, bye. What a final game.